Hello. We finally got it to work today.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is so good. Welcome to Thursday night. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Welcome to Beth Lee and
The IT guy.
And our Gen X series. And tonight is going to be, it's going to be a fun show.
Yes.
It's going to be a really good one, I think. Underdog stories. Who doesn't love a good underdog story? You know, I love underdog stories. Vic, hello. Love an underdog story. Hello, all listening in as I work on stickers. I swear it looks like I was fighting a clown for hours in my shop.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. Destroyer Ranch.
Hey,
from
what's
down
up, brother?
On the farm. Down on
Miss
the farm.
you, man. Miss you guys.
Your cow video the other day was so cute.
Oh.
I loved it. Did you see it?
Yes.
It was so cute with the cow coming up and like trying to lick at you. It was adorable. I loved it.
Cool.
Loved it. Mama-san, hello. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola.
So glad you're here. Destroyer says Underdog had a ring with Coke in it. Mopars, Mustangs, and minivans. Yep. Hello. hello. And Two Babe, hello, Beth and Dan.
Hey, what's up?
We've got our regular people here. I'm so happy. Yes, Damien, what's up? What's up? We are in like a weird mood today.
We're in a great mood.
Yeah.
Today.
Just got done having a little bit of Chinese food we made the other day, and so we had some leftovers tonight.
It was really good.
So good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Underdog was the ladies' man.
Yeah, he was.
Colleen, how are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Hello, everybody. I should say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Destroyer. What's up? Oh my gosh. This is going to be a good show. I can't wait to do this one. Because, you know, at some point in the story of each of our lives, we've all been the underdog. At least most of us have. I wouldn't say all, but most of us have been the underdog.
I've always been the underdog.
I always have been too.
No doubt.
Yeah. And you know, we've struggled to overcome some issue or circumstance in our life. We've tried to win or just make it through, just keeping hope alive, you know. And since the beginning of the year, Dan and we've been trying to put a message of hope at the end of each of these shows. And I love the endings of these shows because you know, we get to spread a little bit of hope, spread a little bit of joy, you know, or at least try to.
Lillers.
She's eating a snack, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's why I love the end of these shows, you know, trying to just keep hope alive. And I've kind of made it a mission the last few months just to be as positive as I possibly can.
A complete difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Complete difference. I mean,
180 degrees.
Both of us kind of just, it's like we both kind of decided at the same time or something.
Yeah.
And
you still go through troubles. You still go through all these struggles and everything. It doesn't mean that your life is going to be perfect or that you're going to have zero troubles or issues in your life. There's still going to be those struggles. But if you're actively seeking out the positives, you're actively looking for that silver lining. You're actively trying to see, okay, what lesson can I learn from this situation? If you're actively doing that, then it's going to make a really big difference in your life, and it's going to make you a more positive person.
Yeah. And the more positive you are, the more positive you draw into your life. Which is how it works.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
because you know we did a show probably a year and a half ago about positivity, and that the more you look for positives, the more positives you'll see.
Yep.
It's manifesting that positivity in your life. And it's the same thing with negatives. That the more negatives that you point out in your life, the more negativity you're going to see in your life.
Yeah.
What you speak into this world is what you're going to see come back to you. So we try to give each other positive messages all the time.
We try to be careful what we say.
We're very careful with what we say. Like, you know, words have power.
They have a lot of power.
A lot of power. So just trying to remain positive, and it doesn't mean that we don't have struggles.
Right.
You know, just this week I took a few minutes to just pray over Dan, because he was kind of slipping into negativity a little bit, and just
I was having a tough time.
Yeah. And it was hard to see him like that, because Dan's always been my positive person. And I said to him, you've always been that for me. So I don't want to see the negativity coming out. You know, you're going to have struggles, but it's the way that you're looking at them that really makes a difference. So just reaching out to each other, just trying to give positive messages to one another, even, like, especially in this community, just trying to help one another out. That's what we're here for, you know? Anyways, let's see. I've missed a whole bunch of comments here.
Sorry, guys.
Spreading hope like Bob did.
There you go.
Two Babe says the message is always appreciated. It's made me stop and think a few times. Positivity is free.
Exactly.
I'm really glad about that, because that's the whole point. You know,
and even you can be the most positive person in the world, and you're still going to have struggles.
Yes.
You're still going to be negative at some point. Yeah. Believe me.
And you're still going to, you know, Dan's
I'm the freaking case in point.
Yeah. Like when
I try to be as positive as I possibly can. And I think you guys have seen the last couple of months I've been dealing with it.
Yeah.
I've been working with it because I had some struggles. But I think I'm on the other end.
But it's like the minute
things are looking good, guys.
Yeah, the minute that you start seeing positives and you start focusing on the positives, that makes a huge difference. Oh. You know. Turbo Tom, how are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Colleen said, Tom? Thanks for the cow kisses, Eric. Yes. Yeah, he did that just for you, I think. Two Babe says, prayers to all. They always help. They always help. Yes. You just don't see it immediately. That's the thing. Like, sometimes we're called to just mire through that mud a little longer. Yeah. And, you know, you have to keep putting one foot in front of the other and walk through it. And that's just what you have to do sometimes. I was hoping Colleen wasn't the cow's name as well. Yes, Turbo Tom, keep moving forward. Yeah. Yes. Dan is absolutely correct. And sometimes being a soldier, then going to a private sector career, it's not the same. Oof. That's exactly correct. Yeah.
You got that right.
Yeah. Even working with the police department for, you know, several years, I found it really hard to, like, get out of that mindset, especially around the kids, because it was like, you know, my mind was like focused on emergencies, you know, like dealing with emergencies, and then, you know, non-emergency stuff can wait. And so I had a bit of a hard time, you know, especially with the kids, and with Dan, like, you know, this isn't really an emergency. It's not something that we have to deal with immediately. And Dan's like, you need to have a little more compassion for people. I'm like, yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. So,
she was hard as nails. There's no doubt. She had to deal with people giving her crap all day, pretty much.
It was like the scorpion story. And I think we've told the scorpion story before, but, you know, when Dan and I first got married, he had just moved to Arizona a few months before that, and he had never seen a scorpion. So he was in the bedroom and putting his shoes on and felt something wiggling underneath his foot and inside the shoe, and kicked the shoe off and saw the scorpion and took it outside and threw it out there.
Freaked out. Freaked out is what happened. I completely spun out. I was like, oh my God!
I'm gonna die.
I could have died.
So I come home for work.
So I grab this thing. I take it out. It's on a shoe, and I'm worried that it's going to crawl up the shoe onto my hand, because when they start to crawl, they're fast.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm like, shit. So I pick it up and I'm running. I run to the back door and whip it out the door, and I'm standing there and I'm like shaking. So then she calls.
No, I come home.
Or she comes home.
I just, like, this has just happened. Yeah. So I come in the door and I'm like, hey, what's up? Dan meets me out in the garage and he's like, oh my God, I almost got stung by a scorpion. I could have died. Oh my God. And I'm like, wait, you almost got stung by a scorpion? So it didn't bite you, right? It didn't sting you? And he goes, no. And I'm like, all right, so this is not an emergency. And I walk past him into the house and he comes in and he's like, I could have died. And I'm like, okay, first off, you didn't get stung. Secondly, even if a scorpion stings you, it's like a bee sting and everything's going to be fine. You just take some Advil, raise up that particular body part, you're fine. And I said, this is no reason to be freaking out. And he goes, I've never even seen a scorpion before. I didn't know what they could do.
I had no idea. I didn't know if it would kill you. I didn't know what, there's stuff out here that will kill you.
Not a scorpion, though.
Not scorpion.
So
unless you're like highly allergic to them.
Right. So he was just freaking out. But he's like, I can't believe like you just just
glazed over it. Like
I've never, and I had to take a step back and realize, okay, he's never even seen one before. I need to have a little more compassion.
Think about if you went out into the desert and had a freaking rattlesnake like this close to you.
Yeah, that would freak me out.
Yeah, that happened to me. It came at me and almost got me. It was like within an inch probably of getting to me, and it stopped. And I shoved myself back so hard. Oh, God.
Didn't you hit your head on the back of the truck?
We had a metal bumper on the back of the truck, like a thick metal bumper, welded and a bumper. I jumped back and hit my head on the
That's why we're underdogs right there.
Literally knocked myself out. I was seeing stars, and I'm trying to get up like, I gotta get away from the snake.
And the snake's just looking at him like, dumbass, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Colleen says, I'm no cow expert, but I think they are Jersey cows. I'm from Jersey. Do they have an accent? That's what makes them a Jersey cow or not, is do they have an accent?
What's their moo sound like?
Had people talk to me like I was a piece of trash. Oh my God.
Damn.
Said I would never do that, but found myself doing it, had to stop and rethink how I wanted to be perceived. It was never easy. It happens.
It's easy to get into that kind of stuff too.
Yes.
Because you're so used to it. You got to back out. You got to stop yourself. It's hard.
It is difficult. So, I mean, you have to figure out like, okay, how do I want this to come across when I say it?
Yeah.
Diecast says, where you don't see scorpions, guys? The Midwest, Kentucky, Ohio.
Yeah.
Yes, that's one. That's a big reason. Yeah, we're heading out there. I want to see goats out there where Eric is. I imagine that would be some funny footage.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yes, goats are fun.
I want to have at least one fainting goat. At least one of those screaming goats.
I want one that sings like Whitney Houston.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I want.
I want one of those, and I want one. I want just a regular goat.
So this is funny because when we lived in Illinois, we had that acre of land, and we didn't have a lawnmower yet. I almost said vacuum.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lawnmower yet, and I said to Dan, "How about we get a couple goats?" And he's like, "No, no, we're not doing it."
It's going to be a little bit before we can get them goats. Let me just say.
I wanted goats because I thought they were cute.
They are cute, and they're actually, you can make pretty good money off of goats milk.
Oh, I thought you meant like footage or something. Yeah, that'd be fun.
And footage and
Colleen says, so that's what happened to you, Dan. Brain damage.
Actually, I always say it's drain bramaged. Yes. Drain bramaged.
Yeah, that was the common phrase when the kids lived with us. Drain bramaged. That's what it is. Drain bramaged. And the kids were like, what? Dan's correct, but it's not easy.
It is not.
Yep.
It is not.
We have snakes in South Carolina, timber rattlers. You can keep those there. Yes, South Carolina has small tan scorpions. We have the tiny little tan ones too out here. The white ones,
bark scorpions are over there.
Yeah, they're fine. Like you don't want to step on them, but like with bare feet. But
if you get out in the desert,
they get
where there's nothing else.
huge.
There's some big ones out
Yeah,
there.
there's some big ones.
I actually ran into a
Keep drinking and everyone's a fainting goat.
Yeah.
I may freeze if you yell loud enough. Yeah. I may freeze if you yell loud enough. I promise you don't want a screaming goat. Especially if you happen to leave the doors open on your property at night. Wake up to a satanic monstrosity wailing in your face. How did you die? Oh my God. Yes. Yeah, that would be kind of funny, actually. Take me drunk, I'm home again.
There it is.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so we got thinking, I was actually driving home from the grocery store the other day, and I got thinking, I heard The Eye of the Tiger, and I'm like, oh my God, we should do Underdogs, because like we're underdogs.
Totally.
We totally are. Like, if anybody's the definition of underdogs,
I think we have the smallest 2-year-old YouTube channel of all time. That goes live every Thursday.
And I put shorts out and everything. I just
It's like,
okay, yeah, I lost another subscriber this week. I don't care. I just So we thought, how fun would it be to look back at underdogs in different movies, especially from the 80s and 90s, you know?
Oh yeah.
And just cheer on the underdogs, because who doesn't like to cheer on the underdog? It's so fun.
So pretty much every movie.
Yes.
From the 1980s and 90s.
Streaming or screaming goats. Send me either. Doing your lives in underwear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we could, I guess.
We'll be streaming goats for sure.
Well, from the waist down anyway. There's a problem there because I don't want to. No, never mind. So anyways, so let's look at some underdogs in movies. That'd be fun. Wouldn't it be fun?
Yes.
I think it'd be fun. Underdog. That's not really a movie, but you know, I just thought it was cute. All right, so here we go. $1 Million Baby. I actually, Two Babes says, nice. I actually was looking at, I thought, oh, $1 Million Baby, you know, a boxer rising up and everything. Probably not the best movie if you want to like get some hope in your life, because the ending is very hopeful, but
pretty bleak.
You know, up until that part, you know, it's pretty good, you know, like, you know, fighting your way up and all that. Another one is Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah,
that's a really good one. I remember seeing that one. That was good. And of course, if you saw our thumbnail, Rocky. Of course, he's like the penultimate underdog.
Yeah,
he's
definitely the underdog.
Didn't he write the movie too?
I don't know.
I think he did. I think he wrote it.
If he did.
Yeah, I don't think he wrote all the sequels, but I think he wrote the movie. But yeah, unlike Rocky, he came from nothing, rose up, fought his way all the way through.
Straight to the top.
What do you think about when the 15th round you're coming out?
Rocky.
Yeah, Two Babes. Adrian, I did it.
It's like he's watching us prepare for the show.
I know. It's like he's here at our house or something. I don't know. Two Babe, do you live here? Creed was one of those follow-ups, you know, like a spin-off, I guess. But Apollo's son comes up and wants to become a fighter and has Rocky train him, which was kind of cool.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen that one either yet. But I kind of, you'll see that I kind of went from like different groupings of this. So it's kind of cool. He wrote and directed it. Carl Weathers and Burgess Meredith did it as a favor to Stallone.
Wow.
That's really cool. Yeah, Two Babes says, I read ahead and no, it's a long commute. Yeah, he's reading ahead. It's okay. It's fine. So that's boxing. So like on to football movies. There's so many football movies that are underdog stories. It's crazy. The Longest Yard is a big one. This one is
Hilarious.
like the remake of it. It's so funny.
It's fun.
The original one with Burt Reynolds was pretty good too. But they're both underdog stories, like the prisoners going up against the guards, and Two Babes says, but when you get to Kentucky, I may be there for dinner.
Come on down.
Once we get to Kentucky, anybody who wants to come over for dinner,
don't threaten us with a barbecue.
Let
me just tell you right now.
You're all
you
welcome
me and Eric
anytime.
together? Oh, barbecue's going down.
Yes.
Just saying.
And Mama Sa and I make some pretty damn good sides, I will say. Yes. Yeah, Turbo Tom's reading ahead too. Goonies, one of my favorites. OMG, Goldberg was a riot in the Longest Yard.
He's a complete
Rudy,
psychopath.
Yes, 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing, getting a degree from Notre Dame.
There you go.
That's one of my favorites. Yes.
Love it.
Yes. Jerry Maguire.
Yep.
Leaving the big company so that he could start his own. And he had one employee that he kind of messed around with, and then one client, and became successful from that. So had his struggles, but Jerry Maguire. Radio. That's another one that
was a good show.
Yeah, it's just sweet. Like most of these movies, I cry at the end. I just do. It's so good. Here we go. Me too, guys. We can watch it after the barbecue.
There
we go. Amen. The Blind Side, like coming up from, being a poor kid and terrible grades in school, and then, he's helped out. It's pretty good. Goes into the NFL.
That lady in real life is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, really helped him out. Remember the Titans? Like taking a team and really trying to integrate it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Radio was mostly filmed in my state, South Carolina. Really? I didn't know that. That's amazing. Yeah, great story. Great story. This one, I want to say that this one, like at some point during the movie, he takes them to the Gettysburg battlefield.
Yeah. And
walks the team out there and tells them, this is what, people were fighting so that you guys wouldn't have to be fighting each other.
Right.
And just a great message with that movie. It was really good. Turbo Tom says, Miss Sue. Yes. Miss Sue. Here we go. Here you go. Rudy.
Rudy.
Growing up Catholic, we had it was almost a requirement to cheer for Notre Dame. It wasn't really, but it was. You had to cheer for Notre Dame. And so when this movie came out, we watched it, and it was
an actual reason to cheer for Notre Dame.
Yeah, it was just amazing. It's just amazing. Let's see. The West Texas basketball movie was great. Don't know the name. They beat Kentucky. I'm not sure. Get in there, Rudy. Yes, exactly. Get in there, young man.
Amazing in that movie. Oh my God. I don't remember what that actor's name is, but he is
I can't remember what his name
is.
Yes.
He is dead.
I just have to warn you, I should have brought Kleenex in here because I'm probably going to end up crying during this movie. I just love it so much. I love these movies so much. Lucas was one of my favorites in the 80s. Charlie Sheen was in it, Cary Green, Corey Haim. They were just Winona Ryder was in it.
Yep.
I mean,
there was a lot of stars in it.
Yeah, a lot of stars. This was their first movie.
Yeah.
And Luca Plagia. I remember that. I remember this movie so well, and Waterboy. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. This was my favorite. I think my favorite scene was when Charlie Sheen sprays the stuff from the blender all over his shirt, and he and Cary Green have to go in and wash his shirt because he doesn't know how. So she's trying to help him, and then it's just. I fell in love with Charlie Sheen in that movie. Don't want any part of him now because I think
Too
too many.
a hot mess.
Well, too many. I think too many women have had a little bit of
Oh my
a little
goodness.
piece of him. Yeah, it was Glory Road. Oh, okay. The Google West Texas. Thanks, Google. West Texas beats Kentucky for the championship. Glory Road.
Huh.
We'll have to watch that
yeah,
one.
well, check it out.
Yes. Sean Astin. Met him and Graham McTavish at Cincinnati Comic-Con.
Oh,
Really?
nice.
Wow. That would be really cool to meet Sean Astin. That would be neat. So many questions for him. That would be cool. Invincible. So I don't know if you guys have heard this movie. I had never heard of it, but Mark Wahlberg starred in this movie. And so he plays a guy named Vince Papale or Papali, or I'm not sure.
I want to say it's Papali.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's a real story. And so in 1976, he was working as a teacher and he lost his job. And then his wife left him. She basically left him a note saying, "You're not going to amount to anything, so I'm out." And so
I'm tapping out.
Yeah, bye bitches.
Bye.
And she leaves. And then he, like the Philadelphia Eagles had a losing few seasons at that point.
Yeah.
So they put out like an announcement to the general public saying, "Hey, if anybody wants to try out for the team, we're going to have open tryouts and you could win a spot on the team." I wish they would do that for the Bears. That would be fantastic. And so he goes and he tries out and he keeps making all these cuts and eventually earns a spot on the team. And he's in the NFL for 3 years. It was pretty cool. So that's one that I think we should probably watch. That would be kind of neat.
Yes.
Vic said he's a little dude. Yeah, he's very short. 5 foot nothing. Lost Gem, not quite an underdog. Finding Forrester. Ooh, that one sounds good. We should watch that one too.
I think I've seen that one.
Major League. He played in the prison league and is a delinquent in the off season. Wild Thing Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yes. Reading ahead again.
Reading ahead.
That is okay
Too
though.
bad.
That is okay. Kung Fu Panda. Getting into karate movies. Guess which one is next? Try and guess. So Kung Fu Panda. And then, of course, Karate Kid. Daniel LaRusso, the ultimate underdog, coming in there, doesn't know a thing about karate. He's learning karate from a book. And then Mr. Miyagi takes him in under his wing and helps him learn. And
in like 2 weeks, he turns into like a black belt.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, bam, he's a quick learner. He's amazing.
Wax on, wax off, black belt.
Finding Forrester has Sean Connery. Ooh, I like Sean Connery. Yes. Funny movie, Farley as Beverly Hills Ninja. Yes. Sean Connery.
Just shuck it.
Shuck it.
Shuck my cock.
Shuck it. Anyways.
Sorry about that.
We get off on these tangents together. Sorry about that. So, like, knowing how much I loved, the Karate Kid, I had to watch Cobra Kai on Netflix. And I haven't watched the last couple of episodes because I don't want to end the series. But it's such a good series. You have to watch it. We have to binge watch it at some point because it's so, so good. It's really good. There's like fighting in every episode and everything, but you kind of learn Johnny's take on what happened back then, and it makes a lot of sense. And I kind of went from having this huge crush on Daniel LaRusso to thinking, holy cow, I really, really, really like Johnny now. I like him more than I like Daniel, but not this Daniel, but Daniel LaRusso. But yeah, it's so, so good. So if you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it. Go check it out. Basketball movies. Whoa. We got Teen Wolf. That was such a great movie.
It was a great movie.
Yeah, I loved it. 7 Minutes in Heaven.
Goofball. Yeah, 7 Minutes in Heaven.
We should play that game.
7 Minutes in Heaven?
Yeah.
We play it all the time. What are you talking about?
And not in the closet.
Not in the closet.
No.
I'm not a closet person.
I know. You're a cream puff, Johnny.
You're a real cream puff, Johnny.
Yes. This one I know I'm going to cry. Hoosiers. Every year, my dad coached basketball when I was in like 5th grade through 8th grade. He coached the girls basketball team, and then he moved on. Once I went on into high school, he went on and he was teaching. He was coaching the boys basketball, and so every year at the beginning of the season, the very first practice, he would show Hoosiers to all the kids on the team. And so I've seen this movie, I don't know how many times. It's crazy how many times I've seen this movie. Stop coming out of the closet, Dan. Yes, R.I.P. Gene Hackman. It's so sad. He was 95 years old, just died this week.
Too far away from here.
Yeah, he was in
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe, yeah. Like an 7-hour drive from here.
Yep, I used to drive to Santa Fe and then drive back home.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just sad that he's passed on now. But yeah, so I know I'm probably gonna cry here. What a great life he had. Yeah,
for sure.
He was amazing, and this movie was just so good.
I love you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was putting this show together, I was sitting in my office just bawling because I'm like, oh, yeah. French Connection. Yeah, he was so good in that movie. Oh my gosh.
He just was good in every movie that he was in.
He was, yeah. Yeah, he was amazing. Amazing actor. Miracle. So going on to hockey movies. Yep. Miracle is the story about the 1980 U.S. hockey team that defeated the Soviets in the Olympics. And the U.S. hockey team was basically a mismatch of people, that they kind of threw onto the ice rink. And the Russians were this solid team that had won for so many years in a row. And the U.S. wasn't supposed to go very far. They were supposed to get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
And they end up getting all the way to the end with the Russians and beat them. And it was just amazing. Yeah, Dan's correct again. Great movie. Yeah, this one was a really good one. The Mighty Ducks. I remember watching that when it first came out. It was pretty cute.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it's a Disney movie, and it was good. Baseball movies, A League of Their Own, which was about the Rockford Peaches.
That's where
we're from. And
Rockford, Illinois.
Like you right now, like you don't want to go over to where they had the games.
That's the bad part of town.
No, you don't want to go there. Like even the day, like during the daytime, you don't want to go over there. Coached by Mr. Nobody, Kurt Russell. Yes, exactly. Yeah, but it's so amazing, like to see the movie and then, just to see different parts of the actual stadium where they play or the field where they played. Yeah. It was pretty cool. Yeah, because they filmed parts of it.
They filmed part of it in Rockford.
No crying in baseball.
I lived not far from there when that movie was filmed.
Yeah,
and I remember hearing that they were filming a movie down there, and I heard about what it was about and stuff. And yeah, I wanted to go down there. I couldn't. But.
Yeah. Same thing with Jerry Maguire. They filmed part of it at ASU Stadium because that's where the Arizona Cardinals were playing at the time for football because we didn't have they were not a very good professional team. So here in Arizona, we believe that if you want to be a good professional team, become a good professional team, and then we'll give you a stadium. We're not going to pay for the stadium if you're losing all your games, which is kind of the opposite thinking that they have in Illinois with Bears. But
yeah.
So the Arizona Cardinals, for years, they played at ASU's stadium, the college stadium.
Yep.
And so they put out a call to, I was going to ASU at the time when Jerry Maguire was being filmed, and they said, if anybody wants to come and be an extra, you can sit in the stands and we're going to film the movie. And so my brother and I were supposed to go and actually be in the crowd, and something came up, we couldn't go, but I'm like, that would have been so cool. Some of my friends were actually in the movie. It was neat. It was cool. Why are almost all the underdog movies about sports? We need more academic underdogs. Yes, I figured we'll put the sports ones up front, but yeah, we do have some other ones that are not about sports coming up. Yeah. Moneyball, where it's what's his name? Billy Beane.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is Billy Beane. He's the general manager of the Oakland A's 2002 baseball team. And he hires Jonah Hill's character to come up with a new strategy for winning baseball games. And it's pretty controversial, but they end up winning a bunch of games. And yeah, it's pretty good.
It's all about trading players.
Yeah. The Natural.
It's interesting.
With Robert Redford. That was a really good one. His eyes just, oh. Anyways. Bad News Bears.
Walter Matthau.
Yes. It was funny because I was showing Dan these things and Dan's like, yeah, you know, I think that was your dad.
That was your dad. Your dad was Walter Matthau, I swear.
Yes. Because my dad, like when he was coaching the basketball games, he would tell us if we lost a game, we had to run. So we'd say, you know, one of the girls would of course be a smart ass and be like, well, how many laps do we have to run? He's like, till I tell you to stop. And so we'd start running and he'd step outside and he'd have 2 or 3 cigarettes and then he'd come back in. I think he had a couple of beers while he was standing out there. And then he'd come back in. He's like, all right, I think you had enough. You can go home now. He'd be standing outside with all the parents because it's right after the game ended. You know, we've just played a game and then we have to run. So we decided as a team, we don't want to run anymore. So we'll just start winning games. So that's what we did. Vic said, you had me until you said Jonah Hill. Yeah, pretty much. Natural was great. Yeah, drunk people coach baseball better. I think so, yeah. Maybe basketball too. I don't know.
I was on a winning team, a winning baseball team, and it was coached by guys that weren't drunk. So you never know. You never know.
Major League, of course. For those reading ahead.
At least that I know.
Yeah. I was in Nose Garden football. We hated running. We'd have to walk back to the school in our cleats if we ever lost. 1 loss in 4 years.
Yep.
Yeah. We took home the championship for the area in my grade school when I was in 7th and 8th grade. I didn't really because I sucked at basketball. So I sat next to my dad on the bench. I was happy with that. It was fine. I'm like, I'll help you keep stats. It's fine. That's how I learned how to do stats, was sitting next to my dad on the bench. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not very good. I don't want to cost the team by going out there and sucking so bad. So I'll just sit here on the bench. It's fine. But we won a lot of our games after that. It was pretty good. Major League. Love this movie. It's just so funny. I love how they motivate the team to start winning. Like they start peeling. They have the big, that big poster or the cutout of the coach or the owner of the team. And they start every time they win, they take a piece of clothing off. Yeah. That's motivation right there.
On into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Just a bit outside. Willie Mays Hayes. Oh, Bull Durham. Yeah, Kevin Costner actually made a bunch of different baseball movies. Bull Durham was one of them. He had For Love of the Game, where he got hurt and ended up, the chick had to nurse him back. Kelly, whatever her name is. I can't remember what her name is. It's on here. Kelly Preston. She had to nurse him back to health, and then he goes back and whatever. Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. Bob. Yes. That's another one. God rest Bob Uecker. Exactly. Yeah. That's another thing. I was like, all these people that we've lost. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I hate basketball. I always got called for walking.
Yes. Travel.
Yep.
Traveling.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't very good. I would be put in. I was like a right wing on, forward. And there were times where I was a guard, but I played the forward position on the right wing. And I could make a shot in practice. I could make shots all day long, but put me in the game, I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. So, they wouldn't pass the ball to me, which I was fine with, But we were playing this team from Chicago, and we were getting killed. It was the finals of this championship, and we were getting killed. And this girl I was guarding this girl, one-on-one coverage of this girl, and she kept taunting. Every time we came down the court, she's like, your team sucks. And she's just talking shit the entire way up and down the court. And I finally got tired of it. And I'm like, say it again. You're going to be on the floor. Like, I've had enough. Just stop. Oh, you're not going to do anything. Okay. Open your mouth again, honey. And so we come down the court again. She starts her talking, and I decked her. And the ref was standing like right next to me, heard her talking the entire time, like all this time up and down the court.
Talking shit in your ear.
And heard me, he heard me threaten her. Yep. And he saw her fall and hit the ground. He's like, miss, are you okay? Did you trip there? What happened? She hit me. And I'm like, I'm
not on purpose.
Yeah, that was such an accident. I don't know what happened. Cornfield, yes. That's just the piano with baseball. Yeah, exactly. Better than being called for drinking, right? Oh, I was a goalie in hockey. That's probably why I stand face presented in a fight. I love good refs. Yes, yes. My football coach said, how can you be over 6 foot, catch footballs, and be the worst basketball player I've ever seen in my career? Easy, coach. I've never played it. Right? Right? My brothers were so good at sports. Like you could hand them any sporting equipment. Not only do they know every rule for the game, but they're excellent at, especially my brother Brett. He's just, he could be a sportscaster tomorrow, or later today. I don't know. Awesome. He's incredible. Like he knows every single sport. He knows the rules. He knows who the good teams are. And I mean, he's just so knowledgeable about sports. It's crazy.
I'm surprised he's not an NFL ref.
Right. I mean, he's just excellent. And they just have, my brothers all had this natural talent for sports. I had it in academics. I was good at academics. I wasn't very talented at sports. I was good at
building stuff.
Yes, you still are.
I still am.
Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. Yes.
Yes.
Of course. So we've got to switch to golf now. Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
It's like a whole slew of underdogs in this movie. Happy Gilmore, get in the hole.
Get in the hole.
Go to your hole. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
What? So, like, I think almost every Adam Sandler movie is an underdog movie. He plays such a great underdog.
Oh, yeah.
Such a great underdog. Watch Lords of Dogtown. It's skateboarding.
Oh, yeah.
Underdogs.
That's really good.
I
forgot about that one.
Oh.
It's a good movie.
We need to write some of these down. Like, yeah, Lords of Dogtown. What's the other one? Let me scroll up here. So Lords of Underdog. Lords of Dogtown. Sorry. What's the other one? Finding Forrester.
Yep. I think I've seen both of those.
Yeah. We'll have to watch. We've got to watch some movies this weekend. Now we've got a to-do list. This is good.
Here we go.
I was told to play basketball like I played football. I was allowed to wait until everyone on the opposing team woke up before they ejected me from the game. Sounds like the lumberyard, Danny. Are you too good for your home? Glory Road. That's another good one. Yeah, Glory Road.
Oh, yeah.
Write that one down too. Glory Road. We have so much to do this weekend. It's crazy. So much to do. So these are just kind of miscellaneous ones for sports, but Cool Runnings, of course, the Bobcat team.
Bobsled team?
Why did I say Bobcat team? They ride around on, that's the twist to the story. They ride around on Bobcats. Crazy. You gotta find a good Bobcat to ride. You're gonna die, clown. So bobsled team, dodgeball. Dodgeball.
By the ball.
Even in the title, it says a true underdog story. Grab life by the ball. No.
right now.
Not right now.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What?
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball.
I love that show.
Diecast, that idiot coach thought I could play because I was 6 foot at 17. Yeah. Dodge a wrench, dodge a ball. That's right. See, we would try and say these things to the kids that we were raising, and they didn't quite understand it. So that's why we had to remove all the wrenches from the house. It was not a good situation. Seabiscuit, that was a good one. Of course, I cried at the end of that one, too. It was a good one. Chariots of Fire, Dan's
Dumbest
favorite.
movie ever.
Dan's favorite.
Freaking dumbass movie. Ding, 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 ding.
Throw that wrench at me one more time and I'll get my bat. Mopar says, I drink my own pee because it's sterile and I like the taste. Ford versus Ferrari.
Great show.
Yeah, this is a true underdog story. It's a good one. Rad,
Yep.
one of my favorites from
Yep.
the 80s. If you haven't seen Rad, it's so good.
So Rad is
It's awesome. It's so good. Oh my god.
so Rad is Lords of Lords of Dogtown for guys that ride BMX and do freestyle and that kind of stuff.
It's a rad movie.
It's rad. It's totally rad, dude.
It's totally rad. Oh my god.
Totally.
Right now.
Right now.
We need to watch that movie again too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And like we'll have to get BMX bikes and like actually perform the stunts.
I can do it.
I can't. Hidalgo. Dan is correct. Ring the bell. That's 3. You got 3 right today, honey. That's good.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
I roll, baby.
It's the 3rd time we've been right today. So now we're done with the sports ones. Woohoo! Do it now! We're out of control. This is bad. Now I've got the giggles. This is not good. So 300. I love this movie. It was so good. Oh my god. Really bloody, but it was really, really good if you look past the blood.
Yep.
King Leonidas has to lead 300 Spartans from Greece. And they're going into battle against 300,000 Persians. And spoiler alert, I think they win.
Yes, they do.
I am Spartan.
Yes.
I think that's why I like the Spartan cheerleaders from SNL so much.
I am Spartan!
The Battle of Thermopylae. Yes. And I know how to say it. Holy crap. The fiction pales in comparison to the rest of the story. Persians suck. Really, really good movie.
Yes.
So watch it. It's good. Gladiator. I actually have never seen this.
Really?
Really, really.
Oh my god. Great movie.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Apparently I wasn't. Beth, winner, chicken dinner. That's right. So betrayed and reduced to a slave. He had to become a gladiator, determined to avenge the murder of his father and his brother, his family. Yes. Two Babes says, watch both, Beth. I will.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to watch
See, I wish that YouTube would let us watch movies together. So
I know.
We could put it on the screen where you guys could watch it and we could watch it and we could we could get on our phones and chat back and forth with you guys.
See, what would be really fun is if we could have a movie night every single week and we could watch a movie.
Yeah. But no.
Like make our funny comments in between, like stop the movie and make our funny comments. That would be hilarious. Yeah. But no, because some people suck and they won't let us do that. But that's okay. Star Wars. Yeah. Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Enough said.
Yeah. Good versus evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good knitting.
I'm outside cooking, and a feral pig was screaming and running across the field. Crazy loud. Run, Porky! Ooh, Diecast says we can use StreamYard without putting it up on YouTube. Ooh.
That's not a bad idea.
That's not
Use
a bad
StreamYard
idea.
without putting it on YouTube.
Hmm.
Send out a link. We'll look into that.
We'll figure out how to do that.
We
'cause
will look into
that.
that.
Would be so fun.
Because that would be a good time.
Yes, it would. Because we go live on StreamYard with Destroyer Ranch and Mama
Problem
San
is,
all the
though,
time.
I think, where would you chat? That's the only issue.
You chat on the screen.
But it would have to be on StreamYard. I don't know how many people they allow.
I don't know. We'll have to look at.
We'll have to look at to see what the
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
possibility is here.
Die hard. You underdog, you climbing through the vents. Taking on the Germans, whatever they were. Yeah. Private chat could work. 12 people allowed. Nice. We're gonna have to find a movie and then pick a movie and then do a movie night.
That'd be sweet.
Wouldn't that be fun? That would be awesome. I like it. Braveheart, so good.
Yes.
Freedom.
What we could do is put a list of movies.
Yes.
And then send it out, kind of like we're going to send out the link, so that they can choose. They can say, "I want to see this one." You know what I mean?
Mopar says to reduce copyright strikes, you can call the stream a watch party. Look into the term watch party. I believe you can stream movies without getting in trouble.
Interesting.
That would be good. I lost my Jordans, says McLean. We can do it. Yes, I would love it. That would be fun. We can do it. Watch party. Vic says you can get up to 12 people in a single stream. If you had the paid version of StreamYard, you can use their text program.
Oh, yeah, the private chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd work.
That would be fun. I like it. And this next clip from Braveheart really comes along with, goes along well with, the StreamYard versus YouTube thing. So I'll play that.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
They'll never take our freedom. At some point, you have to explain game night to me. What?
Okay. So game night, basically, Eric has a Steam account.
Yeah.
So what he does is he goes into, what's the name of the game? Jackbox. So Jackbox will show on the screen.
Yeah.
And you go on your phone and you type in, you go into your regular browser and you type in jackbox.tv, and you'll see when we're in between rounds, there'll be a screen up that has, little spots where once you type in your name and stuff in the browser, it will show up on the screen.
Yeah.
So then you're in for that round. So you get a prompt, you type in what you think is the right answer or whatever, depending on the game we're playing. It's all played through your phone, but then you can watch the actual game on your computer or whatever, your TV or what have you, that's on YouTube.
He said, I joined but couldn't play. And then he said, I got it, thanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
We'll do it soon.
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
Braveheart was crap, by the way. I'm actually Scotch. Had the story of William Wallace and Robert the Bruce beaten into me since I was a wee lad. A wee lad.
I was a wee lad.
If you want to cheat, get Discord and stream there.
Yeah.
It won't be live, but you can have whomever you want there, and there's an option for us all to use a text chat. Nice. It's no fun when Eric or Colleen play. They rule the roost in those games. To get fancy, there are even voice chat channels as well.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen the voice chat channels. Maybe I'll see if I can't create a Discord for us. Because there's all kinds of options. Guy. But it takes some doing to do it.
All this technology, I don't know anything about it.
I did have a Discord at one point for Rich TV Live. Because you guys probably don't know, but I used to be on a show, YouTube guy, Rich TV Live, because I was a stock trader at the time. So I did really well on one stock trade. Thought I knew what I was doing. Turned around and threw it all in the garbage.
Well, he created an app out on like the App Store for it. So
yeah,
it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I had an app that you could
Thanks,
use.
Destroyer. Destroyer says Beth Lee kicks butt.
She does.
King Arthur, Sean Connery is great. Yes, yes. Sean Connery is good in everything he's at. Discord is very easy to set up. I have a few channels. Nice.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's just
Mama, winner, chicken dinner.
And I don't have a computer really. We're on her computer. So.
Yeah. Colleen says, Dan, get with Damien for help with Discord.
Nice.
Yes, we will definitely do that. That'll be good. That'll be very good. Joe Dirt. Yes, he's another little underdog. Cheer for the underdog.
The Legend of Dirty Joe.
School of Rock. Of course, yes. Real Genius. These guys are all underdogs. That's such a cute movie. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. There's a few parts that are a little dirty, but it's good. French fries with wham burgers.
Wham burgers and French fries. Hey, what's up, Brojo?
Hey, Brojo, how are you?
How's it going, bud? How you doing, man?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Cheering for underdogs today. I catch a show every once in a while. It's pretty good. Back to the Future. Another underdog story there.
Oh, yeah.
All
Great
of them
show.
are. Of course, I love Michael J. Fox, so I had to throw him in a couple of times. So when I was researching for this show,
that is a fact, Jack.
Yes. What?
That's part of the movie. Sorry.
Oh. So when I was researching for the show, I was looking on different sites, to find, different underdog movies, and Stripes kept coming up. So, yeah, hope all's well. Yeah, we hope all's well with you too.
Going pretty well here lately, and
beautiful weather here in the Valley of the Sun, and it's been nice.
It's been decent.
It's been chilly.
It's actually been a little chilly.
And we got a little rain this morning. It was beautiful. It was
rain.
Nice. Rain.
In October.
Yeah, Weird Science, head bras.
Yep. Wear a bra on your head.
So, Brojo, tell us your favorite underdog movie.
Yes.
Let us know what your favorite one is. Goonies, of course. Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorites. Love this movie so much. I wanted to be one of the Goonies. That's what I wanted to be when I saw this. I wanted to be a Goonie.
Love chunk.
Yeah, Baby Ruth. Sean Astin again. Yes. Yep. Yeah, Sean Astin had a lot of different parts. A lot of different movies he was in the 80s and 90s. It's pretty good.
Yes.
No. Baby Ruth.
Oh, yes.
The Nutty Professor. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. He was anything with
Eddie Murphy's good.
Yeah. He was just I loved the Nutty Professor. I thought he was so sweet. Legally Blonde was another one that she's definitely an underdog in there because Diecast got it. Yes. Yes. Mr. Deeds, of course, another Adam Sandler movie. I love when he's changing his sock. I love feet. One of my other favorites.
Very sneaky, sir.
Yeah, one of my other favorites, Can't Buy Me Love. I love that movie. I love it. Brojo says Gladiator. Gladiator is my all-time favorite. Nice. Yes.
Love it.
We've determined that I need to watch that this weekend. So
yep. That's one of the ones we got the list on.
Yeah, we got the list here.
Lords of Dogtown, Finding Forrester,
Glory Road,
and Gladiator are the ones we're gonna watch.
And Rad. I gotta.
And Rad. Oh yeah, I forgot to put Rad on there.
Gotta keep them in check.
Son of a biscuit.
Two says Charlie Murphy. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Rick James, bitch. Bad motherfucker, hell real.
Charlie Murphy.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
Had to do it. The Wedding Singer is a good Underdog movie. Yes, for sure. Yes. All right. I love Steve Buscemi. He was waving and tried to give me something. You mean the mailman? Yes. What about cartoon underdogs? Right. Yes. Yep. Yeah, we didn't talk about too much about those. Only a little bit. Footloose. He's going against the whole town, trying to dance.
Yep.
Every Disney movie.
Dancing is from the devil.
Oh my God, sorry. Pretty much every Disney movie is like an underdog movie. Shush, Tess. We're not talking about you as an underdog. You're not an underdog. If anything, you're an overdog.
Right.
So yeah, pretty much any Disney movie, like any one of these, you can see that it's like an underdog, just underdog talk. Let's see. Iron Giant makes me tear up every time. Yeah. Yes. What was in Underdog's ring?
Cocaine's. It had a cocaine's in the ring. Turn him into Underdog.
Please like the live, everyone. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're a little nuts here today. I can't even find the thing. Here it is.
There it is.
Yeah, please like, subscribe, hit the bell. Yeah, please do that. That would be fantastic.
Did you like my little sound effects?
You're on a roll tonight. Oh my God.
I'm just out of my brain.
Yeah, Two Babe says that's the Mexican Bam Bam.
Little Mexican Bam Bam.
Transformers is a good underdog movie. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Transformers 1. Yeah, that was actually a really good movie. I like that.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not real big into like action movies, but because I'm much more into comedies or rom-coms or whatever, rom-comedies.
Right.
Romantic comedy.
Romantic comedy.
Romantic comedy today, okay? Some kind of wonderful. Not really a rom-com, but yeah. You'd think that this guy here is the underdog, but he's not. It's this chick right over here. She's the underdog. It was a really good movie. Totally 80s though. Totally 80s. Say Anything, of course. Yes. You're reading ahead. Eminem's 8 Mile, great underdog story. Yes. That's coming up very, very soon, actually. Hope Floats.
Isn't there an underdog in nearly every movie? Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. If it's a good movie.
Right.
Yeah. Powder, fantastic but weird underdog story.
Oh,
yes,
man.
I forgot about Powder.
Yep. Great movie.
That's such a great
call.
show. Yes. Wife made me see the terrible Wicked, so I made her watch Transformers. Transformers 1. She said, for once, you win. So Hope Floats. This came out like right after I divorced my first husband, and like her story was so close to mine at the time. I didn't have a kid, but it was so close to mine, like what she was going through, what I was going through, and so this movie actually helped me to, come out of whatever depression I was in at the time, and actually see some hope. So it was kind of cool. John Travolta in Michael. Yes, that was a good one. Say Anything, cult classic with my friends back then. In my top 10 as well. That song, In Your Eyes. Yes. Love that song so much. Like, I can't hear that song without thinking about the movie. I can't. And I love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. Napoleon Dynamite. Yes. So good. So good. I just love him in this so much. Because he's such a little dork and he's so cute, I just love the way she looks at him at the end. It's so cute.
Is it weird that every time I see Napoleon Dynamite, I think of Cletus McFarlane?
No.
Anybody who's ever watched Cletus McFarlane, is he not Napoleon Dynamite?
Man, you're bringing me down. Oh no, we don't want to do that. I've been to too many weddings that plays that song In Your Eyes, but everyone's eyes I see are bloodshot.
Yep. Because they hammer.
Yes. You want to win a girl that you think you fucked up with. Hold a boombox over your head and let her dad chase you off.
It works every time.
Too bad said no, Dan.
60% of the time.
That's correct. I gave her my heart and she gave me a pen. A pen. Yes. Yes. Say anything. Yeah, you're bringing me down, man. If you watch close enough, Napoleon's father spits out the meat he eats in the scene. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. All right, put down Napoleon Dynamite. We're going to have to go back and watch that specific scene just so we can watch it. That's hilarious. Let's see. Most girls would say, what's a boombox? I knew what a boombox was because I had one. But yeah, a lot of girls today would be like, what's a boombox?
What is that?
What are you talking about? Is that a box that explodes or what? Oh my God.
It doesn't sound good at all.
I don't know if I want to see a boombox. Okay. Uncle Rico's the man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uncle Rico, baby.
Oh, Aaron Brockovich. All right. So this picture is mainly for the guys. So you can see why. Yes. Dan, stop staring.
What?
The picture on there, it's for the guys.
Why?
Because she's basically falling out of her shirt.
Oh.
Yeah, stop staring. The bench warmers. Yeah. Mo has a boombox. She can also drive a stick at 13.
There you go.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I tried teaching our girls how to drive a stick and it did not work very well. Yeah, why? Her enormous horse mouth? Slumdog Millionaire. I never saw this, but
I've never seen
it. Lord, I apologize. If you got the box, I got the boob.
There you
go. Nice. Virgil, that's awesome. I told the guy
we'd rather have Uncle Rico than him.
Yes. Yeah. I haven't seen Slumdog Millionaire, but I've heard it's a really good movie. So we put it in here because I know it's an underdog story. So there you go. Norma Ray. I did see this one a long time ago, but this one was a really good one. Trying to fight for the union.
Fight for the union.
Dan got it. That was comment of the night right there, Brojo. Yes, it was. You got the box. I got the boom. Slumdog Millionaire. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I haven't seen it. We need to watch that one.
Write it down.
Write it down there, baby cakes.
Ugh.
We're going to have a whole list of movies. Thank you. Takes a bow. Yes, nice job, Brojo. Coming in here hot with the comments.
Coming in hot.
Working Girl, one of my dad's favorite movies because he was in love with Melanie Griffith. His favorite part was the part where she is in her bra and panties and her stockings and high heels and she's vacuuming the house. And when I told my dad, women don't actually do that, he told me, shut your mouth. Don't ruin it for me. So
shut up.
Shut it. Stop ruining it for me. Of course, every woman does this. So was her 9 husbands. Yeah, it was a cute movie. Yeah, and Don Johnson.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. What?
You're making me cry. Oh my god.
Shawshank Redemption. What?
I can't even continue.
Shawshank Redemption.
Stop it. Really good movie.
Love that movie.
Run, Forrest, run. Forrest Gump. So good.
Gump.
And here you go. 8 Mile.
8 Mile.
Yes. Another classic. Yes. 8 Mile. I think this is the look that he actually has on his face the entire time. Prison Shank Redemption. Prison Shank Redemption.
Shank Redemption.
Coming soon to theaters near you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think this is the look he has on his face the entire time. But it's a really, really good movie. Really good movie. He grew up about 3 miles from me.
No kidding.
Wow. So you're 5 miles from 8 Mile. Or 11 miles from 8 Mile. I don't know. Life is like a box of chocolates. Give away the orange creams.
Just throw them in the garbage. Nobody wants them.
Wow, look how young he looks. Eminem. Oh no, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah.
I feel you.
3 miles from 8 miles. Would that be 5 miles? Sorry, I'm trying to do math. I'm sorry.
It's,
Two babies like, what? Well, I love the orange creams. Just on the Dayton. Liberalism makes you old. That's why we're young. That's why we're young.
Yes.
That's why I don't have very many gray hairs. Anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, Men of Honor. Dan, you've never seen this movie.
No, I don't think so.
So write it down. Write it down, chop, chop, write it down. She babe says, exactly. Yes. This movie is so, so good.
Men of Honor.
I actually wanted our Michael to watch this before he went into the Navy because it's about a guy who wants to become the first African-American diver, Navy diver.
Yeah.
And it's so good. So good. I won't give away the ending, but it's really, really good. Yes, great movie. I love this one so much. Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is another one that, like...
Say what you want about Will Smith.
Yeah.
Dude can act.
Yeah, this movie just made me bawl.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this movie really made me bawl, especially this part here.
Welcome. Was it as easy as it looked?
No, sir. No, sir, it wasn't.
Gets me every time.
He put some work in.
Yeah, gets me every time. Brojo says, serious question. Do you guys hang out with fellow Gen Xers in real life?
Yeah, whenever we can.
Whenever we can. Yeah, whenever we can. I would love to get together with some Gen Xers and
Yes.
hang out and shoot the shit. That would be fun.
Brojo may not know. We're heading probably later this year. We're going to be headed to Kentucky. We're going to move
probably, definitely.
We're moving out to Kentucky.
Yeah, we're moving to Kentucky probably sometime around August or September.
Yep.
Like September.
Right around that area.
So, because our lease is up here in September, at the end of September, but we figure we can leave here probably anytime in September.
Middle of September probably, and just have them come in and do the inspection and all that.
Yeah, so we're going to be heading back to Kentucky to be with Destroyer Ranch and Mama San, and the crew. So, yeah. But yeah, we would love to hang out with Gen Xers, fellow Gen Xers. That would be awesome. Awesome. Guys I served with wanted to be, the guys that I served with wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the guy that comes home. Maybe why I wanted to replace a few with Uncle Rico.
Understood.
Yes, exactly. I can help you move if you like. I'll supervise.
Nice.
Hey, sounds good. We'll fly out here and you can supervise. That would be good. Yeah, we could probably use all the help that we can get. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
Brojo said back to Kentucky. Is that where you're from?
No.
We're from Illinois, but where we're going to be living in Kentucky is like a half an hour south of the Illinois border. So it's back to the Midwest.
Because we were in Illinois about a year, not quite a year. Well, it'll
almost
be a year
ago in May.
June. Because I lost my job in May.
Yeah.
And we moved to Arizona.
The beginning of July.
Yeah.
And then we got this place in September. So like September we're gonna be moving back to the Midwest. So it'll be fun. It'll be really good.
Yep.
Yeah. I weigh almost 400 pounds. You'll hear about that flight on the news. You can drive to Kentucky and supervise us unloading the truck. That'll be good. Is that where the kids are? No. The two of the kids are out here in Arizona, and Mike is in Illinois. So hopefully
he'll be about 6 hours away, which would be nice.
Yeah.
Because we don't want him too close.
We don't want any of the kids too close. we're empty nesters, and we like it that way. Yeah. Can't wait to have you all out here.
Oh, we can't wait to be there, brother.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It can't come soon enough.
I've already started packing. So if that tells you anything about our, wanting to be out there, I've already started packing.
Oh yeah.
Brojo says best wishes on your move in your next chapter. Thank you
Thanks,
so
bro.
much. Yeah. If anybody wants to come out here and help us with the move, they're more than welcome to. Anybody in the Phoenix area that wants to come and help us with moving, like loading up a truck, that would be fantastic. That'd be awesome. Or, like ride back with us and, that'd be awesome. You won't fly far, Vic. That landing might be rough though. They come back home if they're close. We'll see. We'll see.
Ours won't.
It'll be fun. Mike probably. Mike will.
Mike will.
The girls.
Girls, no.
It's okay though. It's okay. Same here. Best wishes on the move. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Stay out of the flood zones. Yeah. We'll have to figure out where the flood zones are. I think we're going to be taking the southern route and going taking I-10 and then 20 and then 30 up into Kentucky. Yep. So we'll be going the same way that Destroyer Ranch went when they went out. So that seemed to be a pretty good route instead of taking 40 all the way across and going through.
Because you got to go through the mountains to get to the 40.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and that's not good when you're
loaded down. No.
Yeah. We should have a meetup after you're settled. Exactly. Yes.
We definitely will be planning something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Once
whether
we get out there and get settled.
Or what, there's a drag strip that's not too far from where Eric's at. Mm-hmm. And Eric knows the guy. So we may do something there. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. That would be a blast. And we definitely want to, for sure. So that would be really, really good. So yes. Where are we at here? Our message of hope for the week.
Here we go.
So our message for hope for this week: you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason, you're stronger than you think, you're going to get through this. I'm glad you're alive. Don't give up. Sometimes we really need to hear that we're needed, because a lot of us don't realize how much we're needed by other people. Like, just to hear Dan tell me that he needs me. Not so much that he loves, like, it's wonderful to hear that someone loves you. That's awesome to hear. But to hear that you're needed, it's like it gives you a purpose for your life, And just to hear someone say that you're stronger than you think you are. There's a lot of times where I know I don't feel very strong. And to hear Dan tell me I'm a strong person, or for me to tell Dan that he's strong, it's definitely needed. Definitely needed. I like to street race my Prius. You and that
Dude,
Prius.
that would be hilarious. I would love to go.
Mom, I love you.
Maybe we'll have to do a collab or something.
Yes. Never stop trying. Here's a little Latin for you guys. Dulcius ex aspis, my family creed. Nice. Never stop trying. I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I love that saying. Never stop trying. One of the things that my mom always told us was keep walking through it.
Yep.
Don't give up. Keep walking through it, because how do you get through something? How do you continue on a path? You keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you just keep walking through it. And so, yes, everything is sweeter after trauma. Yeah. And
it's crazy how, because like I remember when the first time I ever had to go to the hospital and stay.
Yeah.
Because I had my appendix taken out.
Mama-san, just keep swimming.
Yeah.
Just keep swimming. Yes.
It changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
There is no doubt it changed my life.
Yeah.
It made me realize how insignificant most of the stuff that we care about is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, like, when we moved here to Arizona this last time, we had all of our things in storage for 2 months. The only things that we had with us are a bag, like we had a suitcase full of clothes for like 3 weeks, and we didn't have very much else other than that. And we were staying with my brother. And so now, after getting all those things back and moving them into this house, it's like we had 2 trucks worth of stuff that we didn't use for 2 months.
Yeah.
And I didn't miss it. So, I mean, obviously, like you do need some stuff like, your pots and pans and plates and things. I mean, you do need some stuff for everyday living in a house on your own. But like a lot of that stuff I didn't miss. So, we put too much emphasis on things that we don't need.
We put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yes. Let me tell you something, Joe Rogan's I like rocks and Priuses. Yes, exactly, Mama-san. Yes. Too Bad needs fire.
Yes.
So there's your message for hope for today. Like we said earlier, if you're new to the channel or if you're stopping in here later on and you like the channel, please like the channel, subscribe.
Consider coming in while we're
consider coming in while we're live
and hanging out with us and hanging out, because the people in the chat are some of the best people you're ever gonna meet.
Yeah. People
in our chat are gold.
Yes. Vic says, hell, we've been coming here for coming up on here. Oh, yeah. We've been coming up here for 2 years. Foggy still hasn't gotten to a record player. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. One-eyed cat. How are you, Don?
Hey, what's up, Don?
You're not late. You're just in time. Thanks, guys. I hope everyone has a great week. Take care, everyone. Yes. You're not late. Bye. But yeah, we've had a great time with you guys this week. We hope you guys have had fun. We can't wait for next week. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. So yeah, we hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for coming in and spending time with us this week. It makes our day. It makes our whole week. We love you guys.
Don't worry about a thing.